So guys, probably go kill a, it's a windy afternoon. Thought I'd come out or stay in and show you my new alcohol stove I came up with. It's kind of based on Hiram Cook's little soda can stove. Kind of in between that and a cat stove. But basically what you got is, everybody recognizes that. That's a Vienna sausage can. So I call this the Vienna stove. Or Vienna, however you say it. In the South we call it Vienna. Because it's I-E. But anyway, punch the holes in with a paper hole punch. Wish I'd have put the holes just a little bit lower, but it works just fine the way it is. 1 fluid ounce of alcohol in there. We'll go ahead and give her a light. Light's easy, blooms pretty quick for this type of stove. 2 fluid ounces of cold water. Two cups of cold water. Cold tap water. My well is 238 feet deep, so this is definitely sub 60 degree water. Basically what I do is I just look inside it and see that the alcohol starts boiling. You don't, because the holes are so high off the alcohol, when you only have 1 ounce in here, you don't really get a physical bloom. You just look and see that the alcohol's boiling real well. Then you ease your pot down on the stove, and then it starts burning. Your windscreen always helps. And okay, she's bloomed now. She is bloomed now. Not fully. There we go. The discoloration you see on the side of the stove is just the adhesive where the label was that's burning off. I didn't clean it very well, but and same with that orange flame you're getting in there. It's just some of that adhesive burning off the top of the stove. Anyway, I know you don't want to sit here and watch water boil, so make sure we're back where we need to be here. And a minute and a half, I'll get back with you when we get a boil. Now that we've really got the alcohol real hot, you can see that nice pretty burn pattern there. Which is just right for my little kettle, my little teapot, which I love. I make coffee in that. I boil my water, and I pour my hot water in here, or in my other. I got a little insulated pot that I use too, and then I put my oatmeal in it, pour the water in it, put the top on, set it over to the side. And I only use about a cup of water usually for my oatmeal, and then I put my coffee grounds in the rest and fill it back up. This thing burns plenty long enough. Put my coffee grounds in there, and you make cowboy coffee. Just I put like 3 tablespoons of coffee in there, and then let it boil again. Fill it back up, let it boil again, and set it off to the side. And for 5 minutes, let the coffee grounds settle, and I just pour it right out of the spout, and it works great. And I don't get hardly any grinds in my cup until I get down to the bottom. Then, of course, they're kind of unavoidable unless you pour it really slow. But it works out good. It's one pot. It's a very efficient pot. It's not a very efficient pot to carry, size-wise and everything. But the stove fits inside it. My rag fits inside it. All my essential stuff. My rag. My salt. And then I have some real small fuel bottles, 1 ounce fuel bottles that will fit in there with it. They were hand sanitizer, the little teeny small ones that I fill with alcohol, and I can fit 2 of those in there. But I carry my 5 ounce bottle, and I just carry it as outside the pot. But it works good. And also have this is a big heavy windscreen here, but I also have a tinfoil windscreen that I shove in there. Fits in there just fine. Anyway, 5 minutes and 10 seconds. I'll get back with you. $5:38. $5:44. $6:01. It's boiling, guys, but it's not rolling boil. You see it. I'll let it get to a rolling boil before you really call it. Because that's what counts. Doesn't mean bubbling, it means boiling. And I think that's the sound of a rolling boil. Oh yeah, 6:32. 6:32. Full rolling boil. Not too bad, start to finish. Sub 60-degree water. Not too bad there. Go ahead and take that off. And we'll snuff it. Didn't hardly use any of that. It didn't use half of that alcohol, guys. So I could burn it on a ½ ounce. It's just when you put so little in there, it takes it longer to bloom, But that's not a problem. Put an ounce and a half in there. You get a quick bloom, and when you're done, you snuff it and pour the rest back in your container. Not a big deal at all. So anyway, it's something you want to try. That is the Vienna sausage stove. The Vienna stove. Unless you're in the north, and then you can call it the Vienna stove. But let's see here. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 16 holes, and I offset the holes just like Hiram did on his vid, so that when this thing gets hot, it doesn't crush. Of course, this is way more stout than a soda can. Even soda can with the double turned upside down, stuffed in there, the 2 ends on it. That the little soda can stove has, which I love the little soda can stove, but I just feel like this is a little more durable. So, Hiram, if you do get to see this, man, you may want to try one of these. Beanie Weenie can, Vienna sausage can. I would just put the holes down here a little bit lower so that when you have 1 ounce of alcohol in it, you're just above the holes. And then you're gonna have a wide bottom pot like my kettle. Or like this size bean can or whatever you use for a pot. You have to have a wide bottom pot. Your little cylindrical pots, the flames aren't even going to touch it. So anyway, hope y'all enjoyed that, and I'll see you on the next one. This wind lays down. I'm gonna get out and go hunting this afternoon. Later.